What's going on, everybody? Patrick from Obscure Reference here with another One Piece chapter reaction slash discussion. Obviously, it's just me today. John is out doing important things. Not nearly as important as this, but life happens. What can you do? So it's just going to be me today. Now, you'll notice, because it's just me today, the layout's a little different. I'm using an old color spread because there isn't a new color spread, and I kind of like using color spreads more. And I'm still beautiful baby boy Patrick, and just because I am one doesn't mean I need to, be one. So that's why things look a little different than they normally would. So just bear with me while we do this. Just for this week, maybe another week. Who knows? We'll see. Um, Here, sorry, one moment. There we go. That's still gonna bug me. Hold on. Okay, never mind. We're good. All right, cool. So yeah, I was out. We were both out last week. Actually, I forgot about that. Yeah. Last week's chapter was really good. That was like the one chapter we should have live reacted to, and we didn't. So that's, excuse me, mildly frustrating. But again, life happens. So we're gonna jump into it. Chapter 1110 and 6, aka 1116. It's the title of the chapter is Inner Conflict, and we're back with this title spread cover story. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage. Wait, Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage. All right, Volume 6. Osuru gave me medicine and dumplings. So yeah, it looks like she is. I don't know if she's in the Flower Capital or Yamato is in the Flower Capital or not. But they're by. Yeah, obviously Osuru's right there giving Yamato dumplings and medicine. And you see, I'm blanking on the sumo's name. But I know as soon as I see it, I'll be like, of course. Sumo. Yeah, Urashima. That's it. That's it. Actually, it might not even be him. But I don't know why it wouldn't be. Because he's associated with Okobore Town where we found Osuru. Anyway, I'm getting lost in the details here. This is continuing to be, I'm interested in it. I don't know where it's going. But it is something I'm interested in because I like Wano a lot. I like where we left things off there. There's still enough mystery, especially with regards to Yamato and what their role is going to be in the future of the story. And I think that's what I'm most interested in as far as this cover story is concerned. Um, but also, what's up with Kaido and Linlin? Are they still around? Are they dead? I don't know. I don't think they are. Will this be how they come back? A lot of things to go off of. That's not on this certain cover story page. So we're just gonna move on. Cool, and it looks like we're in something that looks like Alabasta. The weapons that sank the world into the sea. This is Vegapunk's. Oh, Vegapunk's still giving his message out, and the people are screaming. The weapons that sank the world into the sea are still lurking around somewhere. And we see Emu just chilling in their room with all the butterflies and stuff. The war from 800 years ago is still ongoing. Where? How could any of them still be alive? How can this war still be ongoing if no one knows about it? And you just see Emu looking up at a picture of Vivi's ancestor, Lily, I believe her name was Nefertari Nefertari Lily. Let me just confirm. See, here's the thing: John's not here to like back things up. He's probably a little bit more up to snuff with names than I am. So that's just gonna how it is today. I've had like 1.5 coffees. No, not even a full coffee. Anyway, I digress. Explain Vegapunk. And yeah, we're seeing a wide shot of Alabarna at Alabasta, the capital. And you see Igaram poring over a bunch of missing posters. And you see Karu. Is that? Yeah, that's Karu in the back. And he's quacking up a storm. They're both upset. The posters are missing posters for Vivi. And then you see Chaka and Pell in what I assume is the new royal tomb with Cobra, a picture of Cobra. And what I can only imagine is what their coffin is. What is his coffin in the royal tomb? Sadly, I owe you all my deepest apologies, but I need you to understand why. I wanted to create the energy that would power the industry of the world to come, and though it is still incomplete, I have at last reached a practical stage of my life's work. The Mother Flame, a fire that never goes out. It is an energy source that will one day in the future enrich all the lives of the people all over the world. Unfortunately, one piece of that flame has been stolen. Excuse me? The fault of this lies entirely with me. Cypher Pole's in the center of the island. Flames are too intense, we can't get there. And they're talking, I'm imagining they're talking about the 479, those agents. Um, and you see Stussy over the radio. There's some major shaking going on up here. What happened, Edison? I'm kind of stunned too. This is crazy. The basement lab of the Labophase and the Cypherpole agents fell down here. The basement lab. Okay. And now I can't send more island clouds up to the Straw Hats. Fell down? What do you mean, fell down? One of those crazy five elders is heading your way. Oh, this is probably when he cut the entire island in half. Which was crazy. Again, last chapter. Fucking nuts. Alright. Please, Stussy, you gotta run. And she's just contemplating. May I free Kaku, Edison? Huh? They might be punished for their actions. I won't let him go after the Straw Hats, and I know the first thing he'll do if he's released. I get it, Stussy. I'm sorry. I can't talk today. I get it, Stussy. I'm sorry for putting you through this. He was a friend, wasn't he? I'm sorry for making you betray that friendship. Oh, Kaku's got this look on him. He's like, what's about to happen? But you still went ahead and saved us. I know you wish you could have been true to both. That kind of inner conflict is a calling card of humanity, Stussy. Follow your heart and do whatever it takes to survive. Yeah, she's got, that's either a sweat drop or it's got to be a teardrop. And she's just like, I will. She's smiling. Around 2 weeks after the theft of the flame, this is back to Vegapunk, the sky over Lucia shone with a powerful light. Who is that guy? Oh, sorry. I'm dumb. Okay. I saw the milk lady from the Ace cover story. I thought that was Nami. We're at the Revolutionaries. That's what's happening here. The sky over Lucia shone with a powerful light, and the kingdom vanished without a trace, according to reports. After that was when I observed the first signs of worldwide earthquakes. That makes sense. If that was stolen, that's something that's been in the back of my head. Why would Vegapunk allow something like what happened to Lucia happen if he had full control over the Mother Flame? As a scientist, and with utmost pride in its development, I can tell you this. That was an ancient weapon? You mean someone did that to Lucia? Nothing but the Mother Flame could have created so much energy. And we're in Proden's kingdom, I believe. You see King Elizabello with Dagama. I'm on fire. All right. I know it. I know Dressrosa Coliseum characters. Let's go. Lucia is gone? Not to my knowledge, Majesty. Well, go and find out. Yes, sir. The flame that I created was used to activate an ancient weapon. Oh, is it Jupiter? No. It's got to be Jupiter, right? No. I'll keep reading. I know nothing about who might have carried this out, but the results speak for themselves. My actions have led directly or indirectly to the loss of many human lives, a fact that weighs most deeply upon my soul. I am so sorry. Vegapunk's just bowing. He's like banging his head against the ground. Just completely apologetic. I have inadvertently proven that the man-made disaster that once sank the world is possible again. And I was like, no, Vegapunk, it's not your fault. And we cut over to Wano. What? Does that mean Pluton is... Shh! Hush, Lord Momonosuke. You just see Momo's crowd and Kinemon are crowding over the transponder snail. And, oh my god. I remember Dressrosa characters' names, but I can't remember... Oh, or her name. It's not Toki, it's the other little girl. Wano little girl name. This is silly. It's Tama. Oh my god. I can't remember Tama's name. Oh my god. I love Tama. How did I forget her name? Hush, Lord Momonosuke. And she's just sitting there eating a dumpling. She's like, what are they talking about? In the past, there were 3 ancient weapons, and we just see a shot of Crocodile, who, if you recall, was introduced as looking for one of these ancient weapons in Alabasta. And then we cut over to very intentionally, I'm sure, to Shirahoshi as Vegapunk continues, and Joy Boy attempted to preserve them for the future. Why would he do that for such dangerous things? Have you not sunk far enough? Who is the true evil here, and who fights the good fight? Yeah, you just see Neptune's covered by the speech bubbles, but you see the ministers and the royal guards, and Shirahoshi's just sitting there. The day will come when all the answers are laid bare, and I warn you, that moment will happen when we reach the very precipice of the world's drowning. And we're at Navy World Headquarters, I imagine. We're on a ship. I don't know where the ship is, but we see Suru, not Osuru, talking to Sengoku, and sorry, Siri activated on my phone, probably because of Suru. You're going to choke yourself, you old fool. And Sengoku's just snarfing down crackers. Um, and yeah, now we're outside the Marine base. The Void Century is still ripe with mystery. However, there are some who have learned the truth. Everyone's like, huh? And yeah, Akainu's just furious. He's like, you're really going to tell them everything, Vegapunk. And he's like, the king of the pirates crew. And everyone's like, what? And we see a cut to, oh, Jesus Christ, why can't I remember his name? Crocus. See Crocus and Laboon, and he's just sitting there. He's like, he really did that, huh? Why are the secrets of the world in the hands of pirates? We're all in terrible danger. Oh, it's the Long Arm tribe. Those are the people that were with Brook during the time skip. Those were his managers. Or though they're at least the people who initially captured him. I don't remember if they're the man. No, they were. They were. Couldn't tell you their names whatsoever. But then we see York, and she's like, "Hey, wait, that doesn't make sense, Stella. How did you know that I stole the Mother Flame from you? I stopped synchronizing. You couldn't have known. And I know you're terrible at lying and acting. You were truly shocked when you found out. York," and she's just remembering, "York, was this all you're doing? You received the information about Lulucia, and then observed the data? What does that mean? When? The timeline doesn't add up. Did you know about the government's response? But if that's the case, I've been wrong all along." And you see, I meant to pull up a list of the Gorosei, because I don't remember which one the sandworm is, but he's inhaling folks left and right here. If that's the case, I've been wrong all along. He wouldn't do anything as tepid as just hiding the transmission transponder snail. Try saying that 5 times fast. 5 elders. I know where the transponder snail is. And they're like, you're certain? Absolutely. I'm Vegapunk too, you know. The transmission transponder snail is under the protection of the Iron Giant in the Fabrio phase. Oh shit. Oh shit. That makes a lot of sense, I think. Nothing's working on it. Everyone's like trying to like take it down. When they learned all the true history, why did they drift apart without telling anyone? Why didn't they act on it? And we're cutting over to Sabori Archipelago, to Rayleigh's shop, and we're in the Shacky's bar. She's carrying out a patron. You've had too much to drink. It's not like you to be this wiped out. Oh, okay. And she's talking to Rayleigh because he's just slumped on the counter. Oof, I'm just an old man now. You're telling them too much, Vegapunk. Don't be a fool. Us old folks should keep our secrets. Don't rob the youngins of all the fun. Right, Roger? Oh my god. Rayleigh, my guy. Oh, that's kind of cool. Similar vibes to when he was trying to tell them what the truth about the One Piece was, and Usopp's like, no, or Usopp wanted to know, and Luffy's like, no, don't say a fucking word, or I'll fucking kill you. Everyone, no, he didn't say that, but the same energy. That's dope. What left does he have to say? I mean, honestly, man, this didn't feel like a long chapter. It's only 13 pages, but that was dense. Uh, and a lot of reaction shots. Kind of one of our big complaints from the previous few couple of chapters. But we're still getting information. We're still getting some good stuff. Plot is progressing. Yeah, that was a shorter chapter. And it looks like we're on break next week. It's okay. Oh, no, we're not on break. All right. These Shonen Jump lied to me. Okay, I totally forgot. That totally sidetracked me. Um, yeah, good chapter. Yeah, it was a good chapter. I think last week's was a little bit better. I think we're still kind of building up to some of the other big reveals. Um, I think the Iron Giant's purpose now in this arc finally being revealed is actually. I've been waiting for that. I've been wondering where we're going with that. I don't know what we're doing with that. So I'll be really curious now because that's tech from the Void Century. How will the Gorosei, who are also presumably they are from that time period, how they're going to interact with that? Will we get some sort of reveal or insight as to how their powers work against some, yeah, how their powers work against something like that, something from the Void Century? I'm curious. It might even be just as simple as Jupiter just like slicing through it, or who's the guy that sliced through the? We're gonna pull up a list of the girls right fucking now because this is ridiculous. Okay. No, I was thinking of Venus Juro. Yeah, 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 yeah. Who sliced through um the Fabrio phase last week. Um, yeah, I'll be curious if their attacks will be as effective on this as it has been everyone else. Just because it's from the Void Century. Um, yeah, it's interesting. Things are coming together in a way that I really appreciate. Like the Mother Flame thing. Obviously, it makes sense that it would be York. But it's nice to have that little bit of confirmation. Um, makes sense that it was stolen, that it was York. I guess is where I'm going with that. I never really put those two dots together, but it makes sense in hindsight now that I'm thinking about it. Um, so yeah, let's just go through this real quick. Um, seeing the shot of that picture of Lily that's framed, that's actually pretty big in Emu's room, gives me a lot of questions. What's that about? Obviously, Emu probably still cares somewhat about Lily, and that's why he's after Vivi so hard. Or I say he, we don't know what Emu is, honestly. But also, maybe we've gotten some shots of Alabasta since Cobra's passing and Vivi's disappearance, but I don't know if we've actually seen like as much of a look as we've gotten this week. Good to see Paka, and Shell, my favorites. Don't forget Gigaram and Igaru. I give up. Anyway, good to see the crew from Alabasta again, even if it's under not so pleasant circumstances. Um, let's see. Yeah, telling them about the Mother Flame, getting people's hopes up. I wonder what we're gonna do with that. I think endgame of this series, not endgame. This is something that'll happen after the end of the series. Is that we get Mother Flame for everything. Don't know how. Don't know why. Even we'll see. But I can just picture it like in my head that like maybe Frankie and maybe some other folks that are tech crazy put something together like that for the world. Excuse me, to help the energy crisis. Um, yeah, all the stuff with Stussy. This is good stuff. I really like this. It tells me a lot about who she is. Even if we were introduced her as a cold-hearted Cypher Pull Zero member who took out that one guy who dropped the Tomate Bako, which blew up at the wedding party back in Whole Cake. I can't remember his name. I'm not going to bother looking him up. He's not important. Um, but her asking to free Kaku tells me a lot. Like she wants to help the Vegapunk. She wants to help the Straw Hats, but she also wants to help Kaku, and I find that super fascinating. Um, the fact that she knows what he's gonna do as soon as he's freed. Um, I'm interested to see what Kaku's direction is after this arc. Now, hear me out. Does he go back to Water 7? I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. You know, I feel like that would be a hard pill for Polly to swallow, but I feel like Iceberg, if he's just chilling with his little mouse in the background, and be like, "Y'all let him in, Polly. Yeah, we like him now. He's cool. He didn't kill me, really." Yeah, I don't know why I made him sound like that, but that's Iceberg in my head. Um, so yeah, I'd be curious to see where he's going after that, or if he sticks with the Straw Hats. I don't know what Stussy's gonna do. Does she stick with the Straw Hats? Does she stick with the Vegapunks? I don't know. Do the Vegapunk stick with it? A lot of things are up in the air right now. But let me see here. Good to see Prudence, Kingdom of Prudence. We like them. I personally um like Elizabello. Did I say his name was? Yeah, I nailed it. I nailed it. His King Punch is a lot of fun. Was He's not my favorite character from Dressrosa, and Dogma's whatever. Um, but I like seeing them again. It's like it's good just because we have people in high spots that we're connected to around the One Piece world, and they're good to give us like a perspective of things that we normally wouldn't. Like, of course, we've known Lucy has been gone for almost a year now. It feels like maybe more, and someone a royal and who's presumably part of the world government didn't know that. So that's really interesting to me. And I know it's only been a couple of days in story time for them, but in world time for them. But oh gosh, all right. Does this girl have a name? The one that helped Ace out in his cover story, the one that was recruited by the revolutionaries. I genuinely don't know what her name is. I have to look it up. I'm not going to do that. But seeing her reaction to Vegapunk saying that someone actually decided to like destroy Lucia like that is, yeah, that kind of breaks my heart. Really adds a face to that whole situation because that's, yeah, horrifying in context. That's genocide. And seeing someone react to finding out that that was intentional, that was someone that designed that and did that, it's fucked up. Um, yeah, I have to imagine this is Valtigo, where all these people are like trying to tell Vegapunk it wasn't his fault about the Mother Flame. Then yeah, obviously we get the references to where we presume the ancient weapons are. I mean, we see Wano. We know that Pluton's there, and then we see Crocodile, who thought Pluton was in Alabasta. So there's that, and then we see Shirahoshi, who is Neptune. No, no, that's wrong. That's wrong, Pat. That's wrong. Neptune's her father. What's the ancient weapon name? Poseidon. It's Poseidon, right? Yes, Pluton, Poseidon, Uranus. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I imagine then that Uranus is what was used to destroy Lucia, right? If the Mother Flame powered that. Um, I have inadvertently proven that the man-made disaster that would sink the world is possible again. Yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about that. The flame that I created was used to activate an ancient weapon. So yeah, it's got to be Uranus. There's no other answer to that. We know where Poseidon and Pluton are. Allegedly, we're not super sure about Pluton. I feel like there's a little wiggle room as far as Pluton's concerned. Like it should be under Wano, but is it still there? I don't know. Um, I imagine it is. Just thematically speaking, what Pluto is in Roman mythology, it makes sense for it to be in a deep volcanic layer below Wano. Um, so yeah, it's got to be Uranus, which is the Roman name for Zeus, which would make sense. Does that mean we're bringing Enru back? Is he with the world government? I don't know. I don't think the Arc Maxim is Uranus. I think there's a lot of arguments for that, but I don't know if that is that after this chapter. There's room for questioning that, I think. I don't think that's confirmed by any stretch. Um, yeah, and then, yeah, revealing that Roger's crew knew the truth of the world. It makes me wonder, though, the way people are reacting to this. Um, it's very interesting. Um, because we see Rayleigh, and his mindset on the whole thing is don't ruin the surprise, essentially. Whereas if something's happening, and maybe this is why Vegapunk's revealing this now, I'm kind of with Vegapunk in that sense, where he's telling people now so that they can avoid a terrible future. Whereas Rayleigh's like, no, don't ruin the surprise for the kids. It's like, hey, well, what did they know? Was it something that's unavoidable that they couldn't have done anything about? I mean, Rogers always said that they got there too early, that they weren't the ones Joy Boy was waiting for. what does that mean? There's they're teeing up whatever the One Piece is in a subtle way here, and I really like that. Um, let's see. Yeah, and the stuff with Vegapunk acting and lying, I don't know what that's building up to. If that's building up to anything other than York figuring out where the transmission transponder snail is, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think we find out by the end of this arc if there's anything more to what York's realizing here. Um, but yeah, no, I'm very curious to see what Vegapunk is trying to tell people and what Rayleigh doesn't want him to tell people. Because if it's something that can help people, then I'd rather they know, but I also get where Rayleigh's coming from, where it's like, well, part of the journey is getting there, not necessarily the answers. I don't know. Because obviously, what Luffy and the crew probably aren't listening. They're a little bit more preoccupied. I, I don't know. A lot of hmm. I don't. I'm very. I think it'll work out in the audience's favor in that we don't find out what Vegapunk's gonna say just because now we know who the snail is. I think we've gotten enough information out where the Gorosei can cut off the transmission, and I'd be okay with that. Get back to the focus of the plot. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is how we get out of this, alright? I think the Iron Giant will take every bit of power from all five of the Gorosei. And that's how the Straw Hats and the Giants will get away. That's just my theory. Maybe because it's from the Void Century, it's able to put up a better fight against the Gorosei. Um, and that'll give us an insight into how we can beat them, while also giving us a way to get out. But I don't know how you get the information of this Iron Giant putting up a good fight against Gorosei. How you get that information from the island to the crew, unless Vegapunk has done a lot of studies. I would imagine so, strictly because the snail is in the Iron Giant or is under the protection. I guess we don't necessarily know what that means. So I'd be very curious to see where we go with that. I think I just proposed a really good idea, Odo. So if you're right in the next chapter, if you're already done with it, I don't know where you are in the process. You probably should be close to done with it, you know? Um, just so you can take a break. I don't know how mangaka schedules work, but I know they're time intensive. But just write this down, write a note down. All five girls say are needed to take down the giant. That's how the Straw Hats get away. Patrick Baker. You know, just take that, write that down, take it, run with it, do what you want with it. But then put my name at the end of the chapter. This is Patrick's idea. So yeah, we're gonna wrap things up there. Then I think that covers all of my thoughts personally. It was a solid chapter. I think I got a little bit more of it than I thought I would. Um, did not think I would go for 30 minutes on this. That's crazy. Uh, so yeah, what are your thoughts on this chapter? Where do you think this arc is headed? Do you think? Oh no, those I don't know how to phrase that question. So, who is your favorite? What is your favorite ancient weapon? Write it down in the comments below. Don't forget, leave a like, leave a subscribe. We do. If there's new One Piece chapters, there's like a 90% chance that we're going to react to it. Last week was one of the exceptions, not the rule. So we'll be back next week when the new chapter drops. We'll also, speaking of, as of recording this next week will be the beginning of Summer Games Fest. We'll be live reacting to the Summer Games Fest kickoff on Friday. We'll be streaming that a couple hours after the show starts, just because of work schedules and stuff. So we won't be live with that, but we will be doing a stream of us reacting to that. And then speaking of next Sunday, we'll be doing Opum because we have to. But also, we'll be doing a live reaction to the Xbox showcase that is that day as well, followed by the Call of Duty Direct. That'll be Austin and myself for sure. I don't know if John will be a part of that. We'll see. But yeah, we also stream every Monday, and yeah, for this week, Friday, we'll be doing that Summer Games Fest reaction stream. But the week after that, we should be back to our original schedule of Monday and Thursday, but we'll keep you posted on that. So stay tuned to our socials, which you can find the links to in the description below. And yeah, stream Monday, Thursday, hit the bell so you know when we go live with that or any bonus streams because they happen. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Stay cool, stay awesome, stay free. Go have some applesauce today.